Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, this is going to be a really different video. It's a story video, and plus I also didn't have the time to record me playing games, so I just got some off of a non-copyrighted YouTube video and stuff, so shout out to you guys. Okay, so this video is about when I went to my creek in my neighborhood, and I saw a guy, and he had a gun, which was kind of weird. So this is how it all worked out, is that we have a neighborhood, and it's looped like a B. It's like an upside-down B, so you enter from the front of the B, like the top, and then it keeps going down, and it loops around. And once you get to the end, there is a little trail. You can walk off into the woods. And when you walk into the woods, there's like this trail off to the side of another trail that you keep going down. And then there's a creek there. So I have gone to the creek a lot. So previously there's been a couple like suspicious things going on, like we found like a wallet and some like bones. I don't know. I don't know if it was a human bone, I don't know, but all I know is that it was a bone, and it was kind of weird. But it's not really that weird at the creek, because it's a creek and stuff flows down the river and everything. So one day, I was walking there, and I saw this dude. He was just standing there. This is a true story, I promise you. This is not fake. He was just standing there, doing nothing. And when he was standing there, he was just looking straight ahead of him. I looked where he was looking, and he had built this raft. And it was pretty big. It was made out of and he had a bunch of milk jugs attached so he would float better. And this creek is not that deep, so he probably couldn't have made it that far. But sometimes when it floods, it can get, 10, 20 feet deep with really fast water currents. And then I went down the creek, and I was normal things like hanging out and stuff like that, finding rocks and throwing sand and stuff, I don't know, swinging on vines that I find. And then I'll go back home, because my house is not but half a mile away from it, so I walk back home, and I go back, I don't know, a week later, the guy has brand new Air Force Ones, they were really nice white Nike shoes. I didn't know what they were. They kind of looked like Air Force Ones, but I know there's a bunch of rip-off ones. So he was just standing there, and he just charged straight towards that raft. He just started running into the water. I was like, what in the heck is wrong with this guy? And then I kept playing in the creek again, just normal things like collecting shells and all kinds of things. And then I leave, and then the next time I go there, I'm just hanging out, sitting down on the ground, and I hear bang, 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 gunshots. I was like, what is that? And this happened a little while ago. I don't know how I wasn't in danger, so I started freaking out. But I didn't a little bit, but I kind of started freaking out a little bit, because I knew that it was hunting season, but it was really close, and this was a public area. And then all of a sudden I walked back to call my mom. I went to get my phone, and I called my mom, and she said, oh, you're fine, they're just hunting, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I believe you, it's fine. So I go back home, do the usual, go to bed, and then I go back the next day, and you will not believe what happened the next day. I went there, normal thing, and then when I walked back, and I stayed there a little bit, I heard gunshots again. And then I walked back. When I was walking back, I saw a dude. He had a black hoodie on. He was walking pretty fast. And I I was paying attention. In one hand, he had an iPhone. It was on. He was like calling somebody. And then on the other hand, he had a Glock, which I don't know. It could have been an airsoft gun. It did not look like an airsoft gun. It was metal, but I don't know. It could have been a CO2 powered gun, or I think it was a real gun because that's what the gunshots were. I was like really scared. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I started walking faster. He kept looking at me, and like he was the same guy that kept walking into the water, and that was really, really weird. I started freaking out, and I ran home, and me and my mom, we went back a little while later, and I don't know the whole story. I really have no idea. But then I forgot to say this, but before that all happened, we found the wallet that I was talking about. There was like marijuana in it, and there was like a bunch of drugs in there, and it had like credit card or something. I didn't bring it home because I don't know. That was probably dumb. I should have just called somebody. I don't know. I was just a little kid. I was like 9 or 8. And then when that happened, it was like a couple years later. So he's like kept working there, like working on that raft. And that when I just saw that gun, I'll never forget about it because he looked so like mad. But then, like, I quit going there for like a year. I quit going to the creek for like a little while. And then I went back a little while later, like a year later. I kind of quit. Because plus it was getting to the winter time. And yeah, that was like my childhood creek. I've always gone there all the time with my friends. When I have sleepovers, when I have new friends over, I'll bring them to the creek. I mean, it was a really fun time until that day, and I'll never forget about that day. But ever since the time that I saw him with the gun, I've never seen him since then, and that was a little weird. But that's it for the video. I'm just gonna say please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, which just started, so that's my goal, 100 or 200 subscribers. I just want to hit that many. So thanks for watching, and make sure you watch some other videos and like, subscribe. Peace.